Look at that douche.
Look at that douchebag.
Look at that douchebag.
Looks at that douchebag.
Looks at that douchebag.
Look at that douchebag.
Look at that douchebag.
Looks at that douchebag.
Look at that douchebag.
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 Douchebag. Douchebag.
Hello, and welcome to episode 3 of An Eternal Empire, my Romance of the Three Kingdoms campaign. Boy. Welcome back. It's been a while. We're going to... Sadly, this is going to be a maintenance episode. You're going to see a whole lot of me preparing for the next campaign. We did take, if I remember correctly, 2 cities last time, in a quick grab for Wan Castle and also the free city of Shangyong, which are now both ours. We are the largest faction on the map at 3 cities. That doesn't really say much, but for now, I do have to apologize. I mean, I know why you tune in. You tune in to see yourselves doing cool things. You don't want to see me just going about talking about things you don't care about, doing maintenance on cities, building things. No, you want to see some action. You want to see yourselves doing things. This is going to be one of the episodes, so if you really don't care about me talking about random ways to play the game, go ahead and skip this one. The next one will have more action for you. But as it stands, I'm going to go ahead and advance the game here, get lines and arc into Wan Castle. It's a nice large city. Not the biggest, but it'll do. It has fairly good spots with which to place our markets and our farms. As you know, you try to surround granaries with farms and mints with markets, the other M word, in order to maximize your income gain from those two. I do tend to prefer getting gold over getting food. And this, as you will see later when I show off how merchants work, is because I can always buy food if I need it. But technically I can always get gold if I need it, but you get more value for your buck with... Actually, I think you get it with food. I honestly think I've been playing this game wrong this entire time. Anyhow, what we're doing here is after taking these cities, they had a whole lot of free officers, and we still do have prisoners from when we took Wan Castle. I'm going to try and employ them. As you know, I have this bad habit, I've already explained this before, of always trying to get every single officer I come across. This isn't terrible in a normal campaign, but in the Rise of Heroes campaign, where there's officers everywhere, it can be a bit cumbersome because you have to pay those officers. It's not much, it's 5 gold per officer per month, but that goes up as they increase in rank and get promotions, and it also, you have to pay like 50 gold per prisoner that you have on hand per month. So if the city that they're being housed in does not have the income to cover that, it can cause a couple problems, loyalty problems. What do we got going here? Ah, yes. We sent Flo out to negotiate another ceasefire with Liu Bei. Was there another? I think this is the first one. I think this is the first one. Little slightly, or not so slightly interesting fact. Huang Ying, the wife of Zhuge Liang, she has her own voice actor. All the special officers, the named officer, well, they're all named, but the important officers from history that we all know about, from the Dynasty Warriors campaigns, they tend to have their own voice actors. And I didn't know that she had her own. So, that was kind of an interesting little thing to figure that out today. I'll go ahead and stand back and let you enjoy the chipmunks. I mean, it's Flo. Is there really any doubt that he's not gonna win? I mean, really? Is there really any doubt? I mean, Flo? Do you know? Oh, Flo, can you see? Oh, the dawn's really on. So proudly we debate at the twilights. Lights gleaming. I mean, yeah, this is basically a foregone conclusion. I'm just gonna just kind of bellow it, end it here. Alright, that's another win for Flo. Hooray! So that does protect our south, which is good because we're kind of vulnerable there. We're vulnerable everywhere. We just took a city, we don't have troops anywhere. Alrighty. We are trying to still get those officers going. I have tea, by the way. Lovely tea. It's a white tea with peppermint and ginger. Lovely stuff. A bit out of season. I mean, it's more a Christmassy flavor than anything else. Oh, but it's good stuff. Warm or cold? Lovely. Ah, we finally got the port city for Shangyong. I do love getting those. It's basically just free gold every turn. So cities with them are highly valuable to me. Hey, Lion's got a new title. He is now Lieutenant Governor. I mean, it's just a first stepping stone towards becoming, you know, Emperor over all of China. But it'll do. Still developing here. Trying to get our cities up and ready for us to continue our campaign. Trying to get everything developed and everything squared away, get our recruitment going, and get our outfit our troops. And here, we're going to go ahead and do some promotions. Flo, of course, because he's a boss. And Carp, because of his contributions during the WAN campaign. We'll go ahead and do some other promotions here. I'm going to try to get Mestra promoted here. Mainly because... Hey, Rami, there you go. Rami, get in there. Mainly because I want Mestra to be the prefect of Shangyong. I haven't explained it, so you don't know. But the prefect of a city, it doesn't really do anything other than maybe if the district is AI controlled, it might have something, it might affect how the AI controls it. I've not really done enough to determine, but I really just want it so that we have one of our names as prefect and not some rando historical person. I say rando because we don't know who they are. So yeah, here we go. We're gonna go ahead and see if we can finally get everyone over there. Get some people over at Wan Castle. A whole lot of people. I'm gonna try and just put all the officers who are not from Eternity, who are not one of us, over there, so they're all in one place. Try to keep us in places where there's going to be some frontline actions so that you see your own names popping up, because that's what you want to see. So next, we're going to move Flo and everyone else over to Wang Castle. That's going to be our capital now, at least until we get to Zhushang, which is the best city on the map. It's not. Chang'an's actually the best. But That's going to be our temporary capital. A nice large castle worthy of our Lord and Emperor lines. What's it? Ah, that's why it wasn't moving onwards. Cao Cao is attacking Luoyang. Not a large force, but you know, anything that weakens our enemies is good for us. Look around here. We got the Yellow Turbans who are expanding quite well, actually. We have. I really want to attack Zhushang, but I don't have. We still have a ceasefire. We can't really attack them. Cao Cao did take Hunan. I mean, that was ever in doubt. So we don't know where Medvay went. Yeah. No idea where Medvay went. Somewhere up north, I think. But I guess we'll find out. Am I just going to fast forward through everything? There's just normal base development. Nothing to see here. That is good tea, though. I mean, what do you mean? I mean, I gotta... There's nothing to say, there's nothing going on. It's just base development. I mean, what is there to say? I'm employing officers. I'm developing cities. There's nothing wrong with that. So how are you? Good? I'm good. Am I really fast forwarding? Could I not have done jump cut here? I could have done a jump cut. There's nothing you want to see here. I mean, it shows... It's a good illustration, actually, of what goes into base development. I'm actually surprised I didn't get attacked. Okay, I'm not actually surprised. I mean, Flo's been running around all of China, so I'm not actually surprised. But, get some of those free officers. It's really all we can do. Get a whole bunch of new people. Hey, we're always happy for willing volunteers. I'm just, if you want to skip forward like a minute, it's not, you're not going to miss much of anything. Rami's just doing as he does. He just goes forth, getting some supplies. He always complains about that he doesn't get much action. I've relegated him to sitting back, but that's actually a really, really important thing to do because he is supplying our army here with a ton of material. He is probably... His actions alone have put us in a position that we are in. So, don't knock the supplying job, Rami. What we got going over here? Oh, he's attacking even harder, but he just doesn't have... He's not going to make it. Just doesn't have the troops, really, to break through to Luoyang. He's well and truly outnumbered, but he might hold on. What do we got going over here? Yeah? Nah. He's a bit warped. Yeah. He's not gonna win. Oh well. What do we got going down here? Let's get Rami moving. There you go. So while we weren't looking, Liu Bei took the city, I can't remember the name, down to the south of us from Liu Bao, so he's no longer around. But before Liu Bei could take that little port, we're gonna nab it. Even though we can't get any benefit from it, we're gonna nab it anyway. Now, research. I love going the command route. It is highly valuable. An extra 20 will for your troops is indispensable. I mean, that's the longer you can keep your troops in the fight without having to take them back to the base or do normal attacks, the better. Get those special attacks going on. I also like the next one, which increases, I believe, the amount of troops each officer can handle by 3,000. It makes them each much more powerful, much more durable in combat. You're not stuck with people going out with 5,000, instead you're going out with 8,000 troops per officer at the least. So, after rushing command, it really depends. I might not go directly into the second tier of command. I'm fairly certain I'm going to try to increase the power of each unit. So from there I'm going to go into crossbows. Hey Rami, get you some promotion going, yay! Anyhow, back to as I was saying. I will try to increase the power of crossbows. They just have so much utility, I can't not get them first, because it doesn't matter what I'm up against, I'm always going to have crossbows. So it only makes sense to have them powered up. After that, I typically go spears and cavalry, because as I said, those are some of my more favorite units. I prefer them over pikes. And I don't know. In this campaign, pikes have actually been growing on me. I'm actually seem to be learning quite a bit here about just how good pikes really are. I mean, they don't do a ton of damage, but they can tank. They have tank a ton, and they just have so much area of effect attacks. I mean, you have side sweep or whatever. You have the whirlwind. I mean, they can hit a whole lot, and they can take some hits too. So I mean, but I'm not going to empower them up yet. I'm going to do crossbows here, and then I'll probably do spears, and then cavalry, and then pikes. Sometimes I rush juggernauts, because juggernauts are actually my favorite unit in the game, but in this one I might not. What do we got going on here? Just finishing up development. We almost got everything ready to go. I'm not going to do a stable here in Shangyong. I figure if I ever need horses over here, I can always just pull them from Wang Castle. There we go, drill crossbows is complete. That'll significantly boost the power of our crossbows, make them much more useful. Hurry up and try to get our recruitment up, because I have a feeling we're going to start our next campaign fairly soon. Let's see what we got. I am going to send Lamar up to Wang Castle. With his breeding skill, he is able to get us a ton more horses with each production, which is highly useful. I'm glad we do have someone with the breeding skill. What's going on here? Aha! Bandits. See, I wasn't paying attention to order in Shangyong. Apparently, order went down below 80. Usually that's the danger zone, 80, when bandits may start appearing. But they can be a bit of a problem. The citadel that spawns will keep spawning out bandits every turn. Sorry, not every turn. Every season, I do believe. In this case, these are just spears. They're not really a threat, and we just let them run their face against our wall because they're dumb like that. So they're going to be gone pretty soon. Wasn't much of an issue. There we go. Get out of my town. And so we're going to pull back those troops and send out Mestra, I believe, with some crossbows to take out that citadel before it can send out anyone else. It's, there are other bandits. There are specific named bandits. Different tribes. They tend to only appear in different areas of China. I think they're outfitted with different equipment, making them much more difficult to take out. But just the normal run-of-the-mill bandits that we had, they're no problem at all. As you can see, it wasn't really anything. The bandits of the Han River have been annihilated, almost. Their hideout's almost gone. So, it's no biggie. we're just going to go ahead, keep developing our towns here. Go ahead and advance it here. Hey, free people. I always love free people. He's actually pretty good, I believe. Good tea. Yep, he's pretty good. So I'll gladly have him along. And Mestra's going to finish off this citadel here, leave it burning with almost no health left. So it's basically gone. Good job, Mestra. Alrighty, so this is the merchant that I was talking about. What you can do, that slider there affects how much food you're going to have in storage, which converts it to gold, or vice versa, depending upon whether you're increasing or decreasing the slider. The lower the slider, the lower your food, which means you're selling your food. The higher the slider, the more food you're getting, which means you're buying food. As you may have noticed, if you select a city, there is a little sort of exchange rate on the screen that pops up to the left or right side. It shows the current exchange rate, how much gold purchases food. In our case, we had 1 gold equals 7 food, so food was really cheap. No, it's the other way around. Yeah, I always get confused here. Food was fairly expensive, that's why we sold it and got the gold, of course. So when food is cheap, we buy it back and we have a surplus of gold for the same amount of food that we had. It's just playing the market. Advanced stuff that always confuses me in my head that I understand in the actual game itself. But here we go. We got... I think we're preparing for our campaign here. Cao Cao's committed. He's got his army rolling into Luoyang. Luoyang may fall. I mean, they got a whole lot of troops going to attack Chang'an and they don't have anyone left to defend themselves. So, the only thing left for us is to go back to the merchant, convert that gold back to food. See, we got a whole slew of food now. I mean, we're just rolling with food. Ready for our attack. There we go. Let's get us to 76,000. And now we are ready. Basically, get some outfitting done, get some recruiting done, and we'll be ready to go here. Not much longer to go. So with that, I do believe we are ready, and of course, Flo just needs to get smarter, doesn't he? Anyway, back to the game. I will see you next time. The next episode, where we will finally get to attacking Cao Cao. Take us some Sushang, my favorite city on the map from which to launch attacks, and hopefully expand our empire and take over China from there. Thank you for watching. I do apologize for the maintenance episode, but it does have to be done. Take care. I'll see you next time.